On paper, you've achieved success, but that doesn't mean that things feel easy. You're waking up in the middle of the night, thinking about everything that still needs to get done. Your to-do list is longer than your day, and deep down, you already know it. You're doing what good business owners do. You're hiring, you're delegating, and you're trying to build a team. Yet you still find yourself training people on the basics of their role and becoming the go-to person whenever something goes wrong in their department. You're not a startup anymore, and that's exactly what makes the stage so frustrating. You've already built something real, but the next level still feels just out of reach. You start calculating what it actually takes to get there, and the math feels heavy. The equation seems to require more time, more energy, and way more people, and more of you than you realistically have left to give. That's when you start hearing about government contracts in communities and conversations that you're already in. And at first, your reaction is simple. Listen, it sounds like something meant for somebody else. But then you hear about the results that other businesses are getting, and your curiosity kicks in. You start wondering if this could be part of the answer. Now, that curiosity leads you into a research mode. You come to YouTube, you watch a few videos, and you bring the idea up to the person in your company that you trust most. And the two of you start talking yourselves into the possibility that government contracts could be the path to the next level. Even then, you still have some hesitation. So you start looking for a book or a course that you can fit into an already overloaded schedule. In your mind, it feels worth prioritizing if it can help you create a more stable path to grow than another round of marketing, another follow-up campaign, or another effort to squeeze more from a referral pipeline that has carried too much of the business for too long. I'm 𝗙𝗢𝗘𝗘, and I've helped businesses win more than $5.7 billion in contracts since 2020. What I'm about to share with you is what nobody in the space ever fully explains, and it's the reason so many established businesses stay stuck even after they do everything they were told to do. As you learn more about government contracting, you hear that first step is getting registered in SAM.gov. You do that. And then you start looking at procurement sites for opportunities. Your team could actually deliver. But that waiting feels painfully slow, and it starts to become obvious that you're still missing something. So then you learn about paid platforms that send opportunities straight to your inbox, and then you sign up, telling yourself that the subscription cost will be worth it, even if one contract comes from it. But as time passes and a new realization starts to settle in, this is taking longer than you expected, and instead of feeling clearer, you're starting to feel more scattered. Now, what no one explained to you is that registration isn't a strategy, and access isn't the same as direction. No one told you that the public sector sales has its own rhythm, its own rules, and its own kind of positioning that has nothing to do with what's worked for you in the private sector. So you stay in the pool of confusion while government contracting slowly drops lower and lower on your priority list. And along the way, people start emailing you and reaching out on LinkedIn, some promising contracts, others making bold claims while keeping you completely in the dark about what they actually do. The result is always the same: time wasted, money gets wasted, and trust starts to erode. Now, you're not just uncertain, you're frustrated, jaded, and tired of how complex and costly this process has started to feel. This is more common than most people in this space will ever admit. And you can see the opportunities exist, but you can't find a clear path forward. You quietly ask around in the network, but you don't really want to say out loud where you're stuck because you don't want to look like you're starting over. You want to be respected. You want to be seen as capable. So you stay quiet about the gaps while you keep watching other businesses win. And over time, winning government contracts start to look completely normal for other companies while still feeling out of your reach in your own business. You finally find an opportunity that looks promising. You get excited, you try to figure out the pricing, you realize you don't even know what the number to put in there. You submit something anyway, and then you hear nothing for months. No clarity, no traction, and no result. And then you're right back where you started, running the same campaigns, chasing the same private sector opportunities, and doing everything you can to stand out in the market that keeps getting louder and more crowded. And that's when the deeper truth starts to become clear. The problem isn't that government contracts don't work. The problem is that you are trying to enter a serious revenue channel without a real strategy, the right positioning, or a clear execution plan. I help established service companies add government contracts as an additional predictable revenue stream so that they can grow a more stable and more valuable company. My clients range from seven-figure businesses to billion-dollar organizations, and they're winning contracts that strengthen the foundation of what they've built and help them withstand whatever is happening in the private sector market. A partner won a $1 million contract in 3 days while competing against 11 other companies. She didn't win on price. She won because her positioning was right and her strategy was clear before she ever submitted a proposal. Vita was awarded 2 continuing service contracts worth $7.5 million each within 90 days of deciding to work with us. 2 contracts, $15 million in new revenue 90 days later. Ed, his company added $2 billion in backlog work because of the systems and strategies we built together, which means his team had $2 billion in confirmed work they could see coming before it ever arrived. So since 2020, my clients have generated $5.7 billion in awarded contracts. And our goal is to help our clients reach $15 billion by 2030. Between trends and pandemics and natural disasters, economic shifts, technology changes, and the growing use of AI in the consumer market, service businesses are being launched, they're being repositioned, and they're being marketed faster than ever before. And there's always someone new showing up online, selling something that looks similar to what you do, even when the quality doesn't come close. And that's the bigger issue. If you keep trying to grow in the same crowded private sector market on the same foundation you've always had, you have to ask a better question. What does your business look like in 5 years if nothing about your revenue model really changes? See, the public sector offers a completely different kind of path. It gives you the opportunity to simplify your marketing, refine your message, and attract more serious buyers. It gives you the chance to streamline your operations around what works that creates real stability in your business. Whether you're in construction, engineering, professional services, or consulting, stacking contracts where each one is worth what your business used to earn in an entire year can completely transform the direction of your company. See, once you see what government contracts has done for other businesses at your level, you realize you don't need more noise. You need a system that gets results without wasting more time on things that don't bear fruit. And that's exactly why I created the GovCon Growth Engine Intensive. It's a 3-day in-person strategic work session for established service businesses that are serious about pursuing government contracts in the state, local, and federal markets. It's held in a private room at the Citrus Club in Orlando, Florida, and it's structured as a small group experience for business owners and their leadership teams. You'll work directly with me and my team through sessions focused on your strategy, your positioning, your opportunity alignment, and your full plan for pursuing and winning contracts. Every business moves through a structured process designed to support your planning, your decision-making, and your readiness to execute. And for buyers who want a deeper level of implementation, additional support options are available. Now, if you're an established service business and you're ready to pursue government contracts with the right strategy, the right positioning, and the right support behind you, I want to invite you to apply for the GovCon Growth Engine Intensive. The link is in the description down below. But please understand that we only take 8 businesses at a time for each intensive. All you need to do is click the link down below, go there, learn more, and then apply. This is designed for business owners and leadership teams who are serious about building a more stable and more valuable company by adding government contracts as a real, predictable revenue stream. I'll see you there.